Hey y'all, it's me Cinnamon, and today this is my very first video after my channel revamp. I should totally suggest you to check that out. But we are starting off with my very first project, which is making a clothing group, which I've already done that before, but it wasn't really organized or planned. It was just kind of just to see if I could do it, and I've succeeded. I've made around $30 in real life, and I'm consistently making Robux off of it now. So I'd say it was pretty much a success for being very, very unorganized. But today I'm going to go through making my new group and all the steps that are required. First things first, I need to figure out what I want this group to be. So in order for you to have a successful clothing group, you need to have a certain style or aesthetic you want to cling to or do that so that you can get a group of people that collectively love this. Because if you have aesthetic or trend or something that you're doing for your group and that is the priority, you can get people to stay there for longer that like those things because they can expect new things like that. So starting off, I decided I wanted this group to be a light and dark academia aesthetic, so I ended up making a mood board or a inspo board of what kind of vibes I'm going for, and then I went from there pointing out some similarities that I saw that were consistently showing up. So this is the board I ended up coming up with, and I did notice some similarities. For the dark academia, I started leaning towards more of the dark, vibrant browns, more saturated browns. I really love the architecture, it's very elegant, but I did gravitate toward the browns more. And then for light academia, I gravitated towards more the white and the gold. I really love teacups and the structure as well, and also a flower too, and the light and the greens too. Greens are a nice add-on for this aesthetic. So now that I have my inspo board made, I'm gonna start making the group with a name I came up with that kind of went with the aesthetic I'm going for. So I noticed that with a dark academia, you can see a lot of coffee and a lot of caffeine in it, and some of the pictures coffee or lattes. Same with the light academia, and I picked a flower that went with both, I feel, which is the white lily. So I decided to come up with a name, White Lily, or not White Lily, Lily Latte. Lily Latte, because one, it's short and simple so people can remember it. Two, it is also goes with the topic or the aesthetic, because lilies, I feel they're very elegant and pretty. Lattes are more comfy and chill, and that's kind of what the clothes I want to make. I want to make elegant clothes, but I also want to make comfy clothes. So lily being very elegant, and then latte being very comfy. So it shows those. It also is things that you can find in the aesthetic, or when you think of the aesthetic, you can see those in a lot of pictures. So I feel it's something that connects with the group's aesthetic. So I am going to show the process of me making this group. Okay, so here we are going to officially make the group. So I'm on an iPhone right now, so I went over to the little message icon looking thing, and I went to groups. So I hit create group. So then I typed in what I wanted. So Lily Latte, and then I went over to my other groups to get the little icons next to it. So you see Sweet Treat Stables has little icons, and so does my fan club or fan group for my second channel. So I copied those little things, right? Because those things will appear first in the group. So say you go to someone's profile and you go to the groups, those little things help them appear first on their profile, and that actually will help you a lot, because if you have those in your name thing or in your group's name, it'll pop up first on someone else's profile. So say if someone's looking at someone else's profile and they try to join their groups, they're gonna see your groups first before the other groups. So that's why I highly suggest you do those things. So I named it Lily Latte, and I went to go take an image or something to be the profile picture, because I just need one in order to be the group. I chose Kermit sipping tea. It really has nothing to do with it. It's just Kermit sipping tea. He's the icon. He is the moment. I love Kermit sipping tea. But he ended up using that. The thing is, it doesn't matter what you use as an image at first, because no one's joining your group. It's basically just you in the group. So it doesn't really matter why you what you have as an image. So that's why I just picked a random one, because no one's going to be joining your group. No one is going to be joining your group, so it doesn't really matter. So then after that, I put work in progress in the description, and then I put when it was established, which is April 1st. This is something to make your group look more official. So I did that just so I can get started, and I put manually approve because one, this stops the join for joins, the spam. This helps protect your group from things that would kind of destroy the group wall. So you can encounter people that just do spam and like crazy things. So I created the group. But yeah, I just highly suggest you do manual approval because it really stops a lot of spam and junk from getting into your group. So now that my group's officially made, I just wanted to refresh to try to see if the Kermit sipping tea would go through, and it did eventually. But after that, I'm going to walk everyone through what you need to do once this is done. Okay, now that is done, I'm gonna go hit the little little three dots, then configure, and walk you through all the little tab things. So first, we have information. So information, that's where you get to choose the little icon, the description, and the information. That's where you actually can change your group name. After that, we are going to head over to settings. I'm just voice overing this. Yeah, I was kind of lost on what I was trying to do. But come on, let's go to settings. Okay, there we go. So in settings, you can do the manually approve, you can do the group profile, and you can do affiliates. Basically, funds publicly visible. It shows you how much Robux you have. I suggest you turn that off. And then group experiences visible on your homepage, I turn that on because if you do like a little like shopping center thing, then it will show up. Social links, that's like YouTube, Twitch, Discord, all that stuff. I'm eventually going to add this YouTube channel to it. Then for revenue, there's different things like summary, sales, playouts. In summary, it shows you a quick summary of how much Roblox you made. Sales shows you what's being bought and how much you've earned from it. Payout, one-time payout and recurring payout. Recurring payout pays over and over again to someone. One time is just a single time you pay Robux. And then members, you can check your members and you can check requests. This is also where you change the ranks of people. So over here in roles, those are the ranks. Right now I have 3 ranks. And that is owner, me, then the admins, which are going to be my alt accounts, and then we have customers. Now that is how I suggest for a beginner group, that's all you have. Because if you do add those specific ranks, like, oh, if you bought 1 item, you get this. 2 items, you get that. 5 items, you get this. I suggest you don't do that until you actually have sales or people in your group that bought things. Because if you add those ranks before you get people to get, buy things and all that, it's going to show people that no one's actually bought anything. Because even if you are getting sales, those people aren't in your group, and it's going to show you that they haven't bought anything. So if you're just browsing for groups and you go in this group and you see there's absolutely nothing, like no extra ranks, no ranks for like 1+ items bought, then you're going to be like, oh, like this group isn't doing good, like their clothes aren't good. So that's why I suggest you only have 3 ranks at the beginning, and if you have a lot of people in your group that's bought things, then start getting the new or higher ranks, because that shows people that like people are actually buying your clothes. So that's why I suggest for the groups and the roles. So I'm changing the names to be something more aesthetically pleasing. You can do the same, whether you want to use emojis or special typing icons, those all work. For me, I like to use customers, and instead of like, I forgot what the default name is. And I like to do like Lily Latte's alts. And like I have like nice little description, even though no one can see it except for you. You're the only person that can see it. So I highly suggest just not even filling it, but I just fill it because I like seeing it. And then also, you see the rank underneath the description? That's what controls in what order they show up in. So say this was rank 255, that would be above, or not, that would show after my owner group. But the thing is, the owner group rank, I want that to be the very bottom, because that's the highest rank. So that's how you like organize your ranks and how they show up. So once I finish doing all of that, we will move on to the next little tabs. Okay, next up is the affiliates role. So this is your allies. So I suggest you have allies, things that are similar to yours, different clothing groups in your allies. So I don't have any allies right now. And then next up is audit log. Audit log shows you any texts any people accepted into the group. It also shows you things people deleted. Yes, if you left like a nasty comment in a group or left something that wasn't really so nice and you deleted it, like regretted it, the owners, probably moderators, anyone that has access to audit log has actually seen it. So some people used to trash talk in my group, and they weren't talking about me. They talk about like other people in the group. They delete it because they regretted it later. It's audio log. Yeah, you can see it. It goes on for days. Like, you can never delete audio log. There is no time it's gonna disappear. Like, it's there forever. So I highly suggest that you don't leave anything there. And if you're a group owner, constantly check it, because people try to be sneaky and they'll try to hide things, and you can see it there. So yeah, just a little tip for everyone out there: audit log does exist, and you can also see who deletes what. So if a moderator does delete something that isn't like bad or anything, and it was good and they delete it, you can also see who did that and who is misusing their skills. The next thing I am doing is working on the description. So I leave a nice little welcome message. Welcome to Lily Latte. Next, I am writing the aesthetics. So if someone taps on this group, they can see what kind of aesthetics I make in this group, like what aesthetics I'm leaning to. So light and dark academia. And then I will put like the established date. Again, keep that there because it's professional and it lets people know when this group was made. I also put elegant and comfy in there because I want people to know that yes, these are fancy clothes, and then they are also comfy clothes. So there's something for anyone that wants comfy or like elegant, comfy, casual, or they want something elegant and regal. So I put those things there so people that click on the group get a little like summary of what's going to be in the store and the shop and what they're going to be able to find. Next up, I did try to add like little like cute divider things, and turns out those did not work with Roblox. So I'm going to show you later what to do if something doesn't work with a little description on Roblox. So that's going to be at the end. But I do suggest having cute dividers in between like the little like context things. So like welcome to Lily Latte, divider, established date, divider, like the little like theming of it, divider. Then I added the ranks of the group. So I added the customer, the Lily alts, and the owner, and described which was which. And then afterwards, I believe I added a thank you for choosing and shopping at Lily Latte. Just a little thank you to people that were in the group. And I do suggest later on, if you do need to, add rules. So normally I don't add rules at first. I add rules later if I see that there is a repeated like problem with something, and then I add the rules. Okay, so we are at the part where I had some problems. So I was trying to save it and it was not working, so I made sure to copy and paste it, go again, try again, because sometimes if you're in there for a while, then you'll have the same problem. I kept getting the same error, so I deleted all the little special text, and then I went through trying it up multiple different ones to see which one was the problem. Turns out all of them were the problem, so I decided to troubleshoot it and ended up making my own little dividers, which you can do too, and most of the time that will work. So I suggest keep trying. If there's anything that's like not normal to the keyboard, that could be causing that discrepancy. So I really suggest that you continue trying different things to see which one was making the problem. So now that I have covered the description and all of the little layouts of the group on the configure buttons, it is now finally time to design a little like picture thing or the icon. So what I normally do for clothing groups is I include like a real photo in the background, and then I add like a drawing or like a symbol in front, and this is kind of going with the name of the group. I normally try to choose something that's going to be like easy to make like a little like thumbnail for or like an icon for. So I did Lily Latte, so I ended up coming up with this. Personally, I feel like it came out really well. Here it is on Roblox. You can see it really well. I feel like it's very pretty. It has both the components shown, the white lily, and then also the latte, which is kind of like a mix of the light academia and the dark academia aesthetic. So I feel like it turned out really good. Here's what it looks like on the outside, and here is my old group that's not professional, it's a Real Boutique. So I kind of did the same exact thing, found a real photo, and then I did drawing on top of it. So those are what I would suggest you do for your clothing group. I really hope this helps. This is episode 1. And if you want to come along with me for the whole entire series and see how I do it, because the next episode is going to be creating my very first collection, which I feel like is going to be really fun. So stay tuned, and I really hope you stick around and subscribe. See you all next time. Bye!